Hello, my name is Leah Kelm. Welcome to our tutorial showing how to use Pigeon to send a text message or email from a universal robot. Have a script put together in which the robot is picking up parts and placing them in a new location. Once it has completed this, the robot sends an email via Pigeon indicating that all parts have been moved. If the robot stops for some reason without moving all the parts, an alert is sent out to request assistance. Let's start by looking at the basic syntax required to send the alert. It is within the Pigeon cycle done script. We can see the script by hitting the edit button over here. The script consists of 3 lines. The first line, socket open, creates the socket connection with the Pigeonfly software that is running on a computer networked to the robot. There are 3 variables we input for socket open. The first is the IP address of the computer running Pigeon. In our case, it is 192.168.1.55. The second is the port which our Pigeon software is listening on, 51015. And the third is a designator for the socket we are creating so we can reference it later. We are calling it socket 1. The second line, socket send line, is the message you want to send to Pigeon. In order to communicate with Pigeon, the syntax is the first part is where you want to send the message. Then we have the greater than, less than designators, which act as separators. And finally, on the other side, we have the message you want to send. In our case, we are sending an email to jack@pigeon.com, which states UR10 number 3 needs more parts. As a note, if you want to send to multiple locations, you can do that by separating the locations with a comma. So we can also send it to leah@pigeon.com, or you can send a text message by entering a phone number. The phone number needs to have the area code, including the country area code 1. So in this case, it will send the message UR10 number 3 needs more parts to these 3 designated locations. However, for the purpose of our tutorial, we really only need to send it to one location, so I'll just send it to jack@pigeon.com. Second variable of the socket send line command is the socket designator for which socket to use to send the message, so we'll use the socket 1 designator we made in socket open. After the message is sent, we close the socket using the socket close command, designating the socket name of the socket to be closed, again, socket 1. These 3 simple lines are all you need to get your message sent to Pigeon. Now that we understand how to set up a program to send a message, let's show an example of the program being triggered. The program is moving through the process of picking up the part and placing it where it needs to go. It will loop through this 3 times, and when it completes the final loop, it will send our message we just set up. We can see now that it has run our Pigeon cycle done script, and if we look at the Pigeon software we have running, we see the message displayed there. Also, looking at my inbox, I have an alert from Pigeon that says UR10 number 3 needs more parts. In thread 1, we also have a trigger if something has caused the robot to stop that isn't a scheduled stop. For example, if someone hits the robot or the robot hits something, digital out 7 turns low, which if we look at digital out 7 over here, we can see that it turns low on an unscheduled stop. In this case, it sends the alert UR10 number 3 has stopped and needs assistance. Again, we can send this to multiple people if we need to. This is set up to wait 15 minutes, 900 seconds, and if it is still stopped, a different message is sent out saying UR10 number 3 has been stopped for 15 minutes and needs engineering assistance. So you can send it specifically to your engineer if production hasn't been able to get it running after 15 minutes. I hope this was an informative tutorial for you. For more information on how to use Pigeon in your factory, please contact us and be sure to subscribe to our channel.